Of the 33 minutes, I bet 10 actually makes it into the episode. But that doesn't mean
That's
that
generous.
that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be having this conversation.
Wow, what a year it has been here at GaS Digital Network, specifically here at GaS Digital Now. It's been very fun to see these two kids grow as not only as broadcasters, but also as friends. And that's what this show is all about. It's about watching your favorite comedy shows, thinking about them and going over them with your friends and sharing all these fun experiences, all these fun stories, all these fun questions, and just learning about other people and yourselves and your friends, like my good friend, Liquid Death. Go to liquiddeath.com and use the promo code BEST for 10% off.
That's not a real code. Can we, in unison, take our glasses off?
But then I can't see.
Oh, then leave those on.
Oh wait, no, hold on.
Yo, he's being me right now.
You're kind of being Mike right now.
You know how I need my things for the pod.
Me? I don't need nothing. All I need is the love and care of my friends.
Wow.
That's what brought us here.
So why is he here today?
1, 2, 3.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary of the show.
everybody.
Damn. Now you're officially fired.
And straight black Dylan in the booth.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, that's sad. Oh, that's too sad.
And Tanner on post-production.
Oh, that's too sad. That's too sad.
Cut
Welcome
that
to GaS Digital Now, the best show on the network where all the best stuff gets cut out and left on Blind Mike's hard drive.
That's real.
That's not the only thing that's left on that hard drive.
Heyo.
Welcome to the show, everyone. This is GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show. Start introing the show early because we keep forgetting to intro it.
Why would you need
Sure
an
do.
intro show?
Good point.
Yeah, this
welcome,
is a documentary, really, if you think about it.
welcome to our 1-year anniversary of our first episode.
Who are you?
I'm Blind Mike.
And I'm Natalie.
And I'm Chris Stanley.
Yeah! I'm sorry, I'm so excited.
Our first episode was, I believe, September 23rd,
Wow.
2022. It was a long time. Does it feel like a year? It doesn't feel like a year to me.
Yeah.
I feel like when I look at the quantity of episodes we've done, I'm like, there's no way.
And when you look at the quality, you've seen that there's
I
been
go,
no change.
That's a lie. Our first episode was trash. And our real first episode, which doesn't exist anymore, is burned into my memory forever.
It's unfortunately something I will never forget.
Do you want to tell them what it is? I said there should be a wrap-up show on the network. Blind Mike, you should host it. And then he tried to do an episode by himself, and we both agreed that he needed
But
a
I
counterpart.
brought. Here's the problem: is I brought props.
He brought He was a prop comic.
I really was.
He brought bits.
And not only that, don't forget the forgotten first episode was really with Crack Amico, and you hit the record button wrong.
But there is still Crack Amico. Oh, God, can you believe that was a year ago? Were you already working here at the start?
Yeah.
But, like, working or just, like, hanging around? You were officially working here? What were you doing?
Office manager, night
You
manager.
Oh, you
Office
were night
manager.
manager. You were night
Damn.
managing. Damn.
What were your thoughts of the show when it started?
Oh man, I was just excited to see.
Do you know who both of us were before you started working here?
Yeah.
That's so wild.
I told you this story about how me and Jorge had a train conversation together.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was your train
We're not allowed to talk
conversation?
about that, Mike.
But, like, what was the context?
No.
You don't have to say what you talked about.
No, it was after like the first or second week of the Woke Toner Olympics.
And all the interns were like asking me questions, and I was giving him simple answers. Then I was like, "This guy, I'm
Talking
gonna
to
give
the
this
front,
guy
this front.
some realness
Yeah.
because I believed in him." And I remember Byron also was like that. I'm like, I don't know, dude, just trust yourself. And I did not give you that advice, so.
Because
Yeah.
you actually trusted him and not Byron.
Mm-hmm.
What a mistake that was. You could have been working on Corolla right now.
Damn.
You could be living in L.A., living the good life,
Do you wish that was
driving
you
a sports car.
back in LA? Do you wish you were still over there?
No, I wish I was in
We know where
the
you wish you were.
great state of New York City.
Not Chicago.
No,
Wait, the
not,
great- I mean,
not
the great-
Florida.
The great. Hey, chill.
So, what were your impressions of the show?
It made sense until you watch the product.
And then you're like, somehow all the sense has been sucked out of the operation.
Yeah.
What were your first impressions of us?
Like as people?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
Ooh, that's good. No, so obviously you had your legendary beginning on the Double D Intern Olympics. Outside of Paul showing his dick,
Yeah.
Double D, it was the Olympics of Double D.
I don't even know who that is.
It sure was, but people did like me.
Yeah, you're funny and goofy. The mix up with the video quality.
That wasn't
when
a mix up,
when you were sabotaged. Yeah. No, you're a cute kid. And then eventually, yeah, you just became part of the lore.
Sure, but what
And
was your opinion? You're just telling me what the fans know.
You're hard to hate.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
You're hard
What's
to-
something you know from now knowing Mike in real life that you didn't get from knowing him as a character?
How actually blind like he was. Because like it's very jarring to see in person. I feel like everybody says this is like first seeing him like this on a phone or on his laptop, and you're like, oh damn, this boy
You really can't see.
he really can't see.
Me next.
You, dude, everybody loves you from the jump on once you started on rap and getting sexually harassed for the first time.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, oh no, it's okay. How long is this gonna last? And then I feel like Lewis really got into you like from the beginning.
I think that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has carried over into the regs, I think.
Like if you developed 2 minutes of stand up, you'd be going on the road with him
So funny.
instead of Paco.
Yeah. Damn. Anyway, what do you know now about me, knowing me in real life, that you didn't know from the internet?
I don't know. I feel like you've always been very open since you started like working here, like on any show, like just very open, like your opinions and like giving in little details of your life to a degree.
Yeah. I'm very honest.
Yeah. And then since getting to know you, I guess like seeing
That I'm actually secretly a huge cunt.
I want to say secretly, but
Are we gonna do our weekend first, or are we gonna do reflections on
Well,
a year
thank
of
you,
a
Jorge.
podcast? Yeah, thanks.
that was terrible. Cut all that.
That
My
was
first
fun. I
impression
liked
of
that.
Jorge was that he's a hard worker and he always has big ideas, and it's carried to this day.
I
I'm always
like-
annoyed that he does fucking this though, and I've always hated this about him is that he
The three of us
has
all
fake
do it.
Shame.
The three of us all do it. We're humble to a fault. We don't like when people give us compliments.
I'm Mexican. You're not supposed to compliment me. You're supposed to just observe the work that I do.
All right. I knew you as in like, here's someone who's my age now working at the studio, but you were really like this guy I know from work until you came to a Pillowin show without saying anything first, and I was just there alone, and then you came and saw me. And I was like, oh, thank God, someone I know here. And then I feel like we left friends.
I want to say friends.
Right. You wouldn't have said that at the time either. But in my head, that's when we became friends, and that was in October.
Now, your turn. You're not getting out of this scot-free.
What, my first of you?
I
It's
first met Natalie after. I mean, we were very casual at first because you were whenever I was here for No Need, you weren't really here much. And then when I
Right.
started working here, I think we became friends by May just because of the college humor connection that Dave kind of
yeah.
helped with. And when you wanted to do a show with me, at first I was a little apprehensive
Yeah.
because I was like, A, what does she want from me? B,
I wanted it to be yours.
like, I don't know. I was just real nervous about it. I didn't know your personality that well. I was
Sure.
still scared you were like the woke lady.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's kind of true.
And so
Now Jorge's the woke lady.
kind
That's
of.
true.
But like after seeing your shining personality and just humor in the first
Yeah.
few episodes, I was like, man, there's no one else I ever want to do a show with.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So that was
It's-
my impression.
It's hard for me to differentiate because it kind of feels, as much as it doesn't feel like it's been a year, it feels like we've been doing this show forever. Like, it's hard for me to differentiate how I knew you before we were co-hosts, because that feels like so much a part of it. Like, I know we must have been kind of friends, otherwise I wouldn't have wanted to do the show with you. But it's hard to, in my memory, the line from coworkers to friends to having a show together. Mike's first text to me is September 2021, and it says, "Hey Nat, it's Gabeline Mike from GaS, asking about no need files." And I remember reading it and thinking, "Oh, don't call yourself that." Like didn't know about the lore, so I was like, I know that other people call you that, but I'm like, you don't have to call yourself that.
So let's get into our weekends.
Yeah, you start. Yours is gonna be more interesting than mine.
Or
should we start with Jorge?
Yeah.
What? No.
What? No.
Me? We don't talk about me
This
on
is
pods.
your show now. This is us giving the show to you.
Yeah, we're quitting.
Yo. All right.
Jorge secretly has a show that only exists on Instagram stories.
Pretty much. Oh, it was my last day of work at my other job.
Yeah, did you
Wow.
steal a lot of chicken on your last day?
Well, I didn't know it was
Rip
gonna-
the chicken place.
I didn't know it was going to be my last day.
I thought you did.
No, so...
Can you dead name them?
Oh, now that you don't work there, yeah. Let us know. Call them out.
Nah, man. Because then I'd... No.
Did you sign
Just-
an NDA?
Shit, I wish. But some gas lore. I lost the Woke Turn Olympics,
Right.
but I still stuck around. I was like, fuck it, I'm moving to New York. But
We're glad you did.
I lost so I wasn't an intern technically. I just came around every Monday, hung
Yeah.
around waiting for Tom or Dylan to tell me to do something stupid, and then go to Skanks and
Yeah.
help do all that.
Yeah.
So I had to get another job, and then I've just carried on that job because like it's nice to have money.
It's nice to get
And
free
so
chicken.
like slowly I've been reducing days until I've only been working one day for the last couple months, and it just finally got to this point where I was like, I need to quit. So I was gonna quit like coming up this week, but then on Sunday woke up and they had fired like my work bestie over there, and it was like we went into our
Your
our
work
little-
husband?
yeah, and we went into our Instagram group chat and everyone started shitting on them. All the people who've already left like started doing it. It was like so much fun. I was like, well, guess I gotta quit now for real. So then like I text my boss and I was like, hey, this Saturday's gonna be my last shift. And she was like, okay. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, yeah, don't even come in. So I still need to go pick up my check.
Damn.
But so that's fun.
So what I'm hearing is they're hiring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
they're
hi-
super high.
Let's go.
If you're an Asian immigrant and are willing to
Kinda.
get paid like $7
Or like an
an
Asian
hour-
grad student who's trying to squeeze extra money.
Oh no! Like literally, you have to be if like you need to have a 10% knowledge of the English language. Like you need to be literally like everybody who works there is like 2 months fresh from whatever Thailand or whatever. It's crazy.
I love Jorge.
All right, Mike, how was your weekend?
Oh, who boy?
You all saw the suit. That wasn't for no reason. Mans was at a wedding.
A wed.
A wedded. This is in
Yeah.
the past.
And so there was flight drama. Not for me. I flew out early, and I was supposed to get picked up by my parents. And they
Oh.
were like, our flight got super delayed, so I was like, all right, so I'll just... I didn't have a lot of money, so I went into the city and then went back out. Didn't really get to
Chicago.
do anything. Yeah. And got to the hotel in Naperville, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's not a real place.
oh, dude, is it the most beautiful place you've ever seen? It's the cutest little tinsel town. Oh
Cute.
man, you would love it. I call my parents and they're like, look, there's a luggage mix up, so we're not gonna be there until midnight, and this is 6 p.m.
Could you get into the hotel?
No, because it was under my mom's name, so I'm like, man, what?
So you just gotta hang out for
Yeah,
6
so I
hours?
just edited for a little bit.
In
And
the
then-
lobby or
I
Yeah,
did that
and
at
then-
Moon Tower. That happened to
Nice.
me. It was only for like 4 hours. 6
Yeah.
is really rough.
but yeah, and so at one point I was like, well, I don't want to get kicked out, so I went to the hotel bar,
Right.
and then I was so tired that I seemed more drunk than I was.
Right.
So the bartender then like cut me off because I was barely standing,
Right.
mostly just because I was so tired.
You
I
don't
kept
sleep on the flight.
falling asleep just in the bar.
Yeah.
And then midnight, my parents, and here's the worst part. My dad wanted to get something to eat too before he picked up my brother and sister who are also flying in. And instead of
Christ.
going to just like Wendy's or McDonald's or something, he
They,
goes
like,
to
sat
like this
down.
fucking like this fucking like, of course it's some baseball fucking theme bar or whatever.
You couldn't
yo,
meet
why
them
wasn't
there?
I invited?
You couldn't like meet them there?
No, because O'Hare is over. This is Chicago. O'Hare's over
you had
here.
already taken
Naperville's
the-
over
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And so it all worked out in the end, but we were cranky the entire weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody
You never
in my
really
family
got
was
over
a
it.
crab monster, dude. My brother, my sister, and I were snapping at each other in a way that was
Crab people.
embarrassing
Crab people.
in front of extended family. And so I get a haircut.
I noticed.
Thank you. But here's what's funny is, so you know how in New York, like a lot of the barbers are like Dominicans?
Mm-hmm.
So the immigrant out there in like the suburbs of Chicago are all Eastern Europeans. So I got a Ukrainian woman that didn't speak any English and she would translate. And I just was just like, I trust you.
Wow.
Just do it. I don't know. But it was the tackiest like haircut place ever. Like, I mean, the shawl that they put on you was
Yeah.
just like this obnoxiously large Gucci logo.
Yeah.
And all the pillows were like these fake Louis Vuitton throw pillows
Oh,
on like
God.
the
Very
waiting
Eastern
area.
European.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Some like Armani exchange.
I don't even know.
But like not. It'd be like Arnami exchange or something.
It was the first Jewish wedding I've ever been to.
Uh-huh. It was in a park.
L'chaim.
It was in a park, and then I wore those things on the top of your
yeah.
head.
Yarmulke.
Because when in Rome, you know.
Yeah, you
No
gotta.
one else in my family did that,
You gotta. It's a Jewish wedding.
right? I thought
Yeah.
it was like, tis the
Polite.
season. I told you this off air, but I'll say it on air because it's just funny. My uncle has a new girlfriend, and he brought her to the wedding. And during the wedding, she was holding an Elf bar in her hand. She wasn't puffing it, but it's like, bitch, just don't bring
I'm
it.
shocked
baby.
that that's. And I said if
Because
Mike.
I didn't even see her hit it once during the whole ceremony.
I said if Mike is telling you that you're vaping too much, then you're really fucking vaping too much. Because this fucking guy, I'm shocked that that wasn't you.
I didn't even bring a vape.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Although the past few days have been vape heavy.
To make up for it,
You've been living in the clouds.
he's been living in the clouds.
And then here's something funny that happened on the night before the wedding.
Yeah,
We all had like a little powwow together in the hotel,
that's the best.
like the family
Yeah, that's the best.
at the bar. Whatever attire my mom was wearing, like nice getup, it kept making her slip off of the bar chair.
That's what
So we're all sitting on like seats like this.
yeah, but
On
like,
a
without
bar,
the back,
and so we had to pull up like one of the like the lounge chairs, and she's just like
Aw,
fucking
down there. Don't do it because then you're gonna be stuck like that.
down here.
She's down there.
Yeah.
Now you're now you're staying.
And
Like
she's
that.
already the shortest person in the family. So
Did you give a speech?
it was just very funny to see her fall. It was silly. It was goofy. No, but you know what I did do is
What'd you do?
I got the tap on the shoulder again, like what Drew did at the Philly Comedy Festival. Yeah, where my uncle was like, everyone here is a 50-year-old Jew.
Please
You
dance,
gotta
get
you
them out
gotta
there.
get people on the dance floor. I'm like, this is the only thing I'm good at. So I just like a maniac. But it was nice because like I was the only one out of my entire family that even attempted to like make friendly with anyone from like
Not your immediate.
yeah,
group.
not
Yeah.
not all as they called them, the Pennsylvanians.
Oh,
They called us the Pennsylvanians.
that's cute.
But yeah, that was nice. What else happened? I got gifts for you that I forgot to bring.
I'm getting mine today.
You're getting your comeuppance today.
I know. I deserve it.
You're gonna get jumped.
He's gonna go. Here's your gift. that's my gift.
Damn.
A freshly imported knuckle sandwich with jardiniere from Italy, from Chicago. Fuck.
Leave it in. I'll do it for you if it's easier. How'd you get home? Fine? Easier travels than
Yeah,
the way
but I
back?
was sad I missed the 9/11 special.
That's okay. I was at the 9/11 special.
I was at the 9/11 special too.
Wow, cuties.
My second
Wait,
skank.
no. Huh? And then you have to.
Oh, yeah.
And then you gotta.
Okay.
Folks, this is why I don't produce.
Are we gonna get into the show? What the fuck's happening?
Do I get
This
to
is Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital
Do I get to
wrap-up
talk about
show.
my weekend? I already introduced it.
It's been 40 minutes.
This weekend, I went to a farm in I was also.
She went
in
to a farm upstate.
I did go to a farm. It was
Uh-oh.
in Pennsylvania. You got me a fucking categories question. I owe you this one. Capitals that start with H, and I wrote Harrisburg. And I only remembered that because you always go, "Oh, I'm here. It's near Harrisburg, which is the capital."
Hanoi, Vietnam.
Also a good one.
Vietnam.
No one got either of those. So we went to a farm.
Houston.
Houston.
No,
Not the capital.
No, isn't it San Antonio?
Damn,
No, I'm
it's
pretty sure
Austin.
it's fucking.
It's Austin. It's Austin.
It's not Austin.
Yeah, it's Austin.
316?
Capital of Texas.
It's Austin. There's only one U.S. capital.
It is Austin, not
There's
What
only
Houston.
one
the
U.S.
heck?
capital that starts with an H.
Wow, Joe Rogan really
Harrisburg?
changed the whole world.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Never mind.
Anyway, I was at a farm.
Nope, Helena.
My man knows geography.
I know state capitals too. I know state capitals up to like J. I know there's no states that start, but like mid alphabet.
Either.
Mid
Wait, no,
alphabet.
Juno?
No, I meant by
Hey.
state name. There's a song that I know that goes
Capital
capital state, capital state,
United
capital
States,
state.
Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti,
That's not
Jamaica,
the one I
Peru,
know, and those aren't
Republic
capitals.
Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Yugoslavia too.
Those are countries.
I love this.
Those are just countries.
I officially love this.
You're a
Anyway.
country.
Y'all both got to talk about your weekends.
no.
I'm without a country.
Ah!
Right? We're gonna kill
And
us.
this is Corinne.
Everyone fucking get back in your seat. Get back in your seat. Get back in your seat.
So you went to
Sit.
a farm.
Arms up. Hands up.
Do you think?
Don't shoot.
Oh no! Hands up, don't shoot. Don't you know that? In this economy,
You put your hand
in
on
this
someone's
climate,
gun. He put his hand on my weapon.
he no longer has a hand.
Stop. I didn't shoot that much. Oh, okay. There we go.
Damn. So you were at a farm.
I was at a farm in Pennsylvania.
Funny farm. Apparently.
Yo.
I was in. Stop. I was
Bumping nubs.
I was in Milford, Pennsylvania.
Shout out Milford.
I
Where's
was
that
in-
near?
Aren't you a little young to be a Milford?
Milford.
Don't worry, 8 people made that joke while we were there.
Yo.
We went
That's right.
to.
Me and Mike like to hack away at jokes.
Yeah. So, Milford. Where's that near? Is that Pittsburgh?
No, we went to. It's near New Jersey. It's like the corner point of
New
like
Jersey.
Like Williamsport area.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. It's like up there where they all three meet.
The
I'm
three
lost.
corners.
The second day we did mushrooms that I got from generous mushroom fairy who goes to a lot of gas events and comedy events. You know who you are. Thank you for the shrooms. So basically we all peaked at different times, but the peak was not very extreme. It was very mild. It was a good first time for the other two, right? It was a good first experience, but we all had kind of this moment of, is this it? Like, is it going to get any more than this? As much as it wasn't an extreme trip, and I'll wrap it up after this.
No, I'm listening.
No.
He is giggling. I'm listening.
I
Make the joke.
I was
Make
going
the
to
joke.
say I peaked in high school.
Hollow Point.
Take your arm out. Bitch, take your fucking arm out. Stop. Stop. My favorite shroom trip memory. The other two were tripping out in the other room trying to feel it. And me and the babysitter friend were sitting in the kitchen, and he was like, we're going to play a card game. And I was like, what are the rules of this game? And he's like, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. So he was sober, and I'm at the peak of my mushroom trip, and he's just describing how to play, and I'm just giggling, trying to figure out, like,
So he
How-
made up the rules as he went.
he made up the rules
so
as he
cute.
went, and I just had to kind of follow along, and I was just giggling. and he'd say something. He'd be like, well, you got to do this here. And I would go, why? And he'd be like, 'cause I don't know. That's part of it. And I would go, all right, that makes sense. And I would just giggle.
Aw.
And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing in your face. I'm taking this very seriously. It was a nice memory.
That's very adorable. Can you teach the fans out there how to play just the rudimentary
It was
basics?
It was like an auction game where there's these secret piles of cards, and you have your hand of cards, and you secretly place bids down for the pile of cards, and you want to get the high number cards. You don't know it's sort of like the opposite of storage. Oh, actually it's the opposite. You see the card and you place secret bets on it with the cards that you have. It's like Storage Wars, except the opposite, where you know what the prize is, but you don't know who the other what the other person is bidding.
Wow, that's really fun.
It was
what
cute.
a creative spirit is.
Yeah, he loves making shit up like that.
That's awesome.
We saw some frogs. There was a point where we were all kind of on it at the same time, and I went, I need to be outside a little bit, and it was raining, and unfortunately we couldn't like see the stars or whatever because it was raining. But I was like, I need to be outside right now, so I went outside, and I saw this little frog, and the frog hopped away. And the frog led me to a bigger frog. It was great.
Did you say wow?
Probably.
Wow.
And I went, everyone, get out here. Look at these frogs. It was nice.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's pleasant.
Now, she also saw sheep.
I saw sheep. You want to see?
Yes, she went to a fair.
I went to, oh my God,
A fiber fair.
a fiber fair.
I know the fans at home, it's hard to keep up, but this one's about knitting, everybody.
It's about knitting. Here.
Nat knits.
I don't knit.
Nittily.
Take your fucking arm out. I'm going to kill you.
No, I gotta drink first.
Stop. You better not. You better not.
Whoa.
You would spill it if you had your whole arm.
All right, I did it. So, you went
That's
to a
it.
fair.
It doesn't matter. There was
There was
it was a fiber fair.
maple
There was maple
cotton
cotton candy
candy.
there. There was maple cotton candy there. You're right. And there was peanut butter fudge.
Was
And-
there
What did you also
sugar-free
do
maple
experience at the
pumpkin?
fair?
Rabbits.
That
There were
audience
bunnies, and they
members-
would like pull the fluff from the rabbits as they were holding them, and then they would spin it into yarn.
Wait, they would.
So basically, I forget what the material is called that's made of rabbit fur.
Why do I live in the city?
And so they would show you how to collect the fiber from the rabbit fur, and then they would
It
spin
didn't
it
hurt
into
the
yarn.
bunny?
No, it's like if you brush a dog
Ah.
and the hair comes off. It was like that.
Were these red-eyed rabbits?
Some of them were.
That's
it.
Well, thank you.
That's all I want to talk about of my weekend. That's how it went. It was nice to be in nature a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good refresher.
The shrooms were nice. The shrooms were fun.
Sometimes you need a little just edging a little bit on the shroom
Yeah.
plane.
That's kind of what it was like.
You
'Cause
just,
we kept
like-
taking a little bit more and keeping us there.
Yeah, you were in the front yard. You didn't actually enter the house.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like
That's
that.
nice. All right, well, this has been Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital Wrap-Up Show.
So
If you liked every single podcast we talked about on today's episode,
I sure did like every single
you
podcast we
should,
talked about today.
fucking follow.
At High Society Radio.
Hey, whoa.
Hey, well, cut that out. Cut
Why
that
does
out.
everybody dox me?
All right. Now to get into the actual meat of the episode. What show do we want to talk about first? We each have at least a question. Jorge's got several questions.
I
Jorge's
have-
leading the ship on this
I
one.
have three shows.
Trade.
Okay.
I can't
These are the
trade.
ones I bought at the thrift store.
I can't trade because these are prescription.
They really
glasses.
are uneven. I thought it was my face.
Jorge got show prep for us this week.
Jorge did get show preference this week. I'm not wearing glasses anymore. It's,
Must be nice,
you're right. That was insensitive.
honestly. So you want no need skanks or bye guys?
Skanks.
Skanks.
Tell us about the episode. Lead us into the episode.
Well, there's 3 different questions. Which one do you want?
Damn, what? The best one.
Yeah, the best one.
Because we're going to go
Your favorite
so
one.
long.
Yeah. We're going to go as long as we went last week, not longer. Take
Okay.
those off. Take those off.
You're
I
not
don't
the
like
boss
how
of
those
me.
look on you.
You're not the boss of me.
Fine, I'll put Jorge's glasses on then.
Damn, don't you. Do it, you won't.
The fans can judge how I look.
Secretary Nat.
Yeah,
No.
it's the fit too.
This
Oh
is
god.
so bad. You look like the bitch in Austin Powers.
I can't wear those for more than 5 seconds.
Bitch, I'm blind. Legally blind.
I'm the only non-blind person in this room. So what's your question?
On Legion of Skanks this week,
Sorry.
many events happened. It started off with the play based on the true events of September 11th, 2001 in New York City. And it was quite a rambunctious episode.
I
As
was
a
there.
Californian,
Both of us were there.
We were
question.
there.
As a Californian, I know they asked Ari this too, but as a Californian, what was your opinion on the matter?
We
So
were 4.
I was
Yeah.
4 years old, and it happened at 5:45 a.m. West Coast time.
And you were like, "Damn, the Chinese tower is the Chinese theater is next."
Honestly. But a rambunctious episode. In the middle of the episode, for whatever reason, they started talking about various narcotics that they do.
did. I forgot about that part. That was way too long of a segment.
They were really trying. I think
And-
they were really trying to get coke.
No, they weren't.
Oh, we
It
were.
was
The team was,
Yeah, we were.
even if the hosts weren't.
And if you're asking what they're talking about, so Lewis mentioned that if somebody were
Wait,
to have
Colin wasn't there?
Colin
Yeah, he
there.
was.
Lewis mentioned that if somebody were to happen to bring in some snow, that he would partake in some snow-based activities,
And offer them to
Skiing.
the audience.
and he wanted to get a large enough quantity for the audience. And whilst talking amongst themselves, they were like, how could we get such stuff? And they went through their phones, and they were like, oh wow, I still have all these connects in my phone.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any random numbers in your phone from old stuff you used to buy, whether it be some sort of narcotics or just like some like weird connect that you used to hit up?
This is a great question. You're promoted. You're being promoted.
What's the question? I
quit.
missed it.
Who do you have? What are
Like-
some weird contacts you have in
Oh.
your phone that you like for such a weird, stupid reason?
Or like
So
somebody
just naming names.
somebody you'll
Damn.
no like for something like you'll never talk to.
I don't have any drug dealers in my phone.
I also don't.
Joe Bus Driver was the bus driver of my brother at the high school that I had to sign paperwork for because I was the only one who lived in the town he went to school when my parents both moved. Oh, and then I also have Jill, Queen of Props. That was
The
someone
prop
I
plug.
worked on a film with who was a production designer, and she put her name as that in my phone.
So for me, from working in music, I have like lots of like random band members and stuff that are like, hey, we're playing a show or like whatever,
Yeah.
and like borrowing gear, like setting stuff up.
Stop doing radio voice.
Some venues, people, promoters, and then I have a bunch of like food places
Yeah.
that like I like to order from like
Back home.
back home. So from like almost 10 years ago.
I've never once saved a food place number in my
I'm
phone.
fat. I've always been fat. Leave me alone. Up until like 4 or 5 years ago, I never used to save people as like their name.
Yeah.
And so I was like something weird, and I just found one where it's a name of a musician, fangirl number, blah blah blah. I'm like, I have no idea
I
who
don't
this
know who
could
that
be,
is.
and I'm like, I kind
That's
of want to.
good.
I can't. Wait, do we have any text?
The one I had that I wanted to share was from the infamous Molly story. The drug dealer that I ended up hanging out with, I had his number,
Hat.
and I was so afraid of him for no reason that I didn't delete it for
Just in
months
case?
and months and months. I don't know why I didn't delete it. I had this irrational fear that he would somehow know and get mad at me.
Oh, do you have texts? Man's had to leave. That text walked him. He's jumping out there.
bad. I gotta delete that.
Woo! Can I see it,
No.
please? Delete that shit. How bad is it? Do you remember now who it is? Oh boy! Oh no! I
Oh.
had 3 Nicoles.
We both connected on Brian Gas.
Is he
I just looked right now.
Is
I
he
saw all the
Brian
gas people.
Brian Gas. Brian Gas. He is Brian Gas.
Brian is the only person here that don't have gas next to their contact name.
Hold on, I'm gonna edit him right
I'm
now.
Mike Gas to you. I'm blind Mike Gas to
You're
Jorge.
like Michael Blind, I think.
Damn.
I look at all these Brians. Brian with the flag is my mom's boyfriend because he loves America.
We gotta move on.
Yeah. Okay. I should have asked you this one first.
Okay.
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
I'm listening.
On Real Ass Podcast, Zahid and Dan St. Germain were on, and they were talking about rituals they do at a hotel, such as jerk off on the towel or jerk off the side of the bed on the last day.
Or dry themselves on the bed.
themselves on the spare bed. And I wanted to know, what are some either...
Well, first. What is the first thing you do when you get into a hotel room?
Take my shoes off
AC.
and jump on the bed.
AC to lowest setting.
Like lowest temperature.
Yeah.
Lie down on the bed is the first thing I do. Take shoes off, lie on the bed.
For me, it's either go to the bathroom or turn the TV on.
Okay, that's so interesting. I always lay on the bed first.
See, that's why it was a good question. We
That's
all
a
three
good
have
question.
different
We all had
answers.
different answers.
And I also look out the window.
Yeah.
I like to just see the view of the room.
Yeah, I do that too. I was going to say, what are some other weird habits that you do every time that you're in a hotel room? Or like ways to get the most out of a hotel room if you want to be silly with it.
Drunk and work out.
I love a nice pool.
I do love
and,
a pool.
And like a nice little foot soak.
Do you guys, how hog wild are we going at the complimentary breakfast? Because
At the breakfast,
I
pretty
treat
nuts,
that as almost BLD, dude.
But I rarely take anything from the room. Except for like maybe a water bottle if I really need it.
Here's something crazy my mom does. And this is just like, her thing probably growing up in her own mother.
Right.
Who is exactly this. Taking leftovers.
From the complimentary breakfast
upstairs.
Do they let you do that?
No.
How does she take it?
You don't
Bags?
just
She bring
take it?
bags?
She just walks up the stairs with plates of fucking food.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You say, oh, it's for my son that's sleeping or whatever, you know?
And then, yeah, I guess it's fair in a hotel. It's not like a restaurant. Like, they're getting those plates back.
I love taking the stairs instead of the
Yeah.
elevator.
I agree with that, and I like finding a vending machine. I also do...
That's the thing that I do. I like to go to every floor and see all the different vending machines and ice machines.
Well,
Are
you're
they
also
different
filling
on
your
different
cup up with
floors?
ice so you can shake it around.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes it's like, oh, the ice
Men's
machine.
needs is ice.
Ice machine is on like the second floor, vending machine, like food vending machine on the second one, drinks on the third one, like weird stuff like that. It's also fun to do late at night.
I have one,
What?
and that's pretty cool. I like to hit on the front desk lady like she's a bartender.
Do you actually do that?
And I'm like, yo, I think she's actually into me.
I think you're doing a bit.
And do you slide your room key?
Mm-hmm. I sure do, dude.
And then they demagnetize it so that way you can't get into your room.
They're like, this guy's a problem.
Okay, I can't be the only one that uses up all the towels like right away.
Not right away.
I'm
not
kind of the
wasteful with towels,
opposite.
yeah.
Where I just have one that I use the entire time. that I'm
Weirdo.
there.
One for the floor, one for you.
Yeah.
Because like I'm also very particular about how I use my towel.
Mm,
If you guys want to know,
I do.
so you take a towel
Uh-huh.
and you have the inside, the outside, and so the inside where the tag goes,
Uh-huh.
that
You're autistic. No, finish. I'm just making an observation. Finish it. Finish it!
One of
I'm
us.
just making one of us.
I didn't come on here to get diagnosed.
One of us.
I'm gonna die from a noose now.
Just tell me the rest. I want no, stop.
I get two. That's fucked. What was I say? Oh,
The inside part.
so you get the towel. The inside where the tag
also love
is.
that.
The inside is for hair. No,
Okay.
the inside is for
Okay. you
hair
said-
Okay.
and body,
I'm following.
and then like actually rubbing, and then the back is for like just like going like this and stuff. But the
Keeping it around you.
Yeah, no.
Efficient.
And so when you tie it around, you do it from the inside where the tag is, and then wherever the tag is has to go in the bottom corner. Because that way you know like which way the towel goes every time you use it, because you're gonna reuse the towel.
Damn.
And then that side is where you do all the all the crevasses, you know.
I've never once noticed what side of a towel I'm using.
You-
It's all chaos. I take one and I go, and then I use it for 4 days the same way, and it's soggy.
You
Yeah.
operate like Gus Fring with towels. Just
know who
like
that
laying it down. Like you remember in this
Man
this,
always has to compare me to chicken.
Hey yo.
I don't
No,
even
but you remember the
Hermano,
scene
actually.
the box cutter scene. You're the box cutter scene with your fucking yeah.
Okay. This is a
Gotcha.
reference I don't understand.
I got you.
Absolutely you are.
I do
one
make
other
a
one.
point to jerk off in the shower every time I'm in a hotel room.
I always wait till the last day.
It doesn't matter the day. I just gotta.
I have to do it as soon as I open the drawer and see the Bible, and I do it right in the pages.
And then close it.
Yep. Yeah. I never. Why the shower?
I like a nice shower. They're
But-
like so, especially if they're like fancy.
For guys, at least, it's so hard to jerk off in a shower.
I'm not gonna go into the details of how I do it in the
But
shower.
why is my question?
There's a specific reason why that I'm not gonna get into.
I hate this guy.
Hey, yo. Do you guys use
I'll
the
tell you
bar?
off air.
Do you guys use the bar of soap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't bring your own soap on the road?
My mom.
No, not soap. Shampoo maybe.
My mom always steals all the hotel.
I do that too.
She's like Gilbert Gottfried, R.I.P.
Move on.
Move on.
What's next? Can I give my HSR question?
Please.
Oh yeah.
Last week on High Society Radio was Johnny's last week, and they
R.I.P. to the boy.
they close out the show by Johnny approving his final hate list. We never did this bit on the show because there was a bit on that show before we were a show, so I thought it'd be fun
Describe
to
it.
hear you rattle off your hate list.
Things I hate.
Yeah.
In general,
Your hate list. Your list of things you hate.
stuff.
Blind Mike. Me.
Wax museums.
I hate wax museums.
Yo.
Can I take that one? That one's mine.
Go ahead. run
Imagine
with
getting
it.
night at the
Here's the
museum
ball.
in a wax museum.
Here's the ball. Run
Wow,
with it.
I hate wax museums, dude. It's crazy.
Why?
Because they're pointless. They shouldn't. There's nothing interesting about them. I hate. Oh my god, what do I?
You know what I hate? And I love for the same reason?
I hate little tiny white dogs with shit in their eyes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, he's
With
right
exception. I make exceptions for Jorge and for Kuma.
I hate when you're watching a comedy podcast and they're having a good riff, and then they turn that into inside baseball comedy talk for like 27 minutes. That's the worst. Leave it in.
Leave it in.
Let's go.
You don't
I
know
know,
what we're
but,
talking
like-
about.
here. Matt Rife, what gives him the right?
Honestly.
I hate.
You know, honestly, I don't think clips are good for stand-up.
I mean, it's all clips nowadays. You got to do the clips, otherwise
That's
you can't
the
keep
thing.
up.
Comedy is the only place that free speech is really allowed anymore. Yo, that's something that I was saying I was gonna say for the show.
Sorry.
When they came up at the wedding, like the rabbi came up, and I was just thinking to myself, it was so perfect, because like it was before everyone else goes on, and I'm like, all right, and here's your host, Justin Silver. And I was the entire time I was just thinking about him going on stage and being like, so I was at this Jewish wedding, and I was like, why don't you marry my daughter? Last thing on your hate list, go. It can be food related, it could be personality related.
Oh, I hate buses in New York City.
I was going to say I hate buses in New Jersey.
Public transportation, overrated.
Buses. I want to like them.
I prefer if I could take a bus rather than a train, I'd rather take a bus. I like seeing all the people, I like seeing New York.
You like
For
being above ground.
that too, so I can listen to the radio on my phone and it doesn't cut out.
Yeah. I agree with that. Buses, they are ass.
I have
Yeah.
one.
What's that?
It's not that though. I do hate buses, but
No. What's yours?
CAPTCHA. I want to go on a rant right now. If
Please.
I was a robot, I would be able to get past the CAPTCHA. Who is it for? Those staircases, sometimes they're in multiple boxes, sometimes they're not. Make up your mind.
I agree with
Is it
that.
a motorcycle? Is it not a motorcycle? You fucking tell me, buddy. I don't know. And I don't want to know. And you know what? Sometimes the letters in that little word scramble you like to do, I can't read them as a visually impaired man. And maybe I'm not in a place where I can play your fucking...
Out loud bullshit.
You know. So it's like, come on, guy. Just give me a break. If it's that impaired, who are you? Who are you that your website is so important that God forbid it gets taken over by fucking robots? Am I right? So that's my rant on that.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
like
but yeah,
it.
fuck CAPTCHA, dude.
Fuck CAPTCHA.
Who is it for?
What is it good for? What is it good for?
But that's what I had on that. Also compliments in the Chinese government. All right, moving on.
We don't hate compliments. We're just bad at accepting them.
No, I hate him.
I hate the Chinese government though.
You're a good friend and I like you.
We gotta wrap this up. What are your questions?
Jorge, last question.
Do you want
Last 4 questions.
no need or bye guys?
Bye, guys.
Which one do you like better? I was gonna say bye, guys. So let's go with that. Do you?
So there's two. So there's one question and then one if you guys want to do a game.
I would love a
Game.
game.
So on Bye Guys, they were discussing UCB and how improv comedy sucks because for some reason stand-ups think that improv is inferior to them because 3 minutes of an open mic is somehow better than 3 minutes of
You
improv.
just gotta hit the mics, dude. That's why New York City is the best comedy city in the world because you can
I'll
go to,
hit
like,
one right
5
now.
shows. Yeah, you can just go to like 5 shows in a night, like 3 different boroughs.
You could hit 3 mics just working at Gas Digital.
Damn.
Man, I got a couple good ones today. Okay, so what's the game? Are we gonna do an improv game?
So we're gonna do some improv.
Oh no!
I'm excited. Yeah, let's do some improv.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
So
shout. That
It's
was
okay. It's okay. I'm fixing.
I was doing a Natalie.
You were.
we are in Comic-Con.
Okay.
We are tailors, like costume people.
Yeah.
Lautner.
But we are has-beens
Swift.
that can't find work because we're no longer cool or no longer make.
So that's what all 3 of us are,
Yeah.
and we're talking to each other.
Or do you want to just do 2 and 1 or what?
I think 2 people should be tailors and 1 should be like a regular Comic-Con goer.
Okay. Who wants to be the goer?
I'll be the goer.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey guys, are you making costumes right now?
Yeah,
I like your stand.
Thanks. We used to work on I don't know if you remember it, the Incredible Hulk, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to work on that.
Really? What was that like?
Oh my god, it was
Did you meet anyone famous?
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean you had to make a suit for
If you had to make a suit for,
But-
actor 1 and actor 2 and stand-in 4. Stand-in 4 was quite the person.
Did you guys ever have to deal with makeup, or is that a separate person?
Yo, makeup people overrated, dude. I hate those people.
pause. Mike's just being himself and being genuinely kind and nice and asking people sweet, nice questions about them. You gotta get into character.
I don't know what the character is. I'm being a dumb Comic-Conist. You idiot! Why didn't you fucking? Why was the costume from Marvel movie 645? Why wasn't it like the comics on page 74 where?
Well, have you tried to make a costume out of spandex that can bend space and time?
I mean, have you ever fucking heard of paper mache?
I have not. Is that like the thing they do for the aliens?
What is this? I
And
don't like this
scene.
bit. I hate this bit.
Here's the thing: we're all way too self-conscious and like don't have experience with this. I think it's gonna not be good.
And that's what I was going to lead it to. They realized that UCB was just a scam, and you take the classes just to become a teacher and teach the same nonsense that you learned to other people who are dumb enough to spend the money. Because improv isn't real and should not be an accepted art form.
You feel that way?
Good night.
Is that how you feel?
It's not how I feel. It's how these dumb comedians are. You know how these comedians are. They're
Bad.
like, we're the last people. We're the last beacons of free speech.
All right.
This is a bad podcast.
No, I think it was great.
This is like us being friends pretending to do a podcast.
Which we do periodically. If we get 50 comments, we'll do a release of like uncut footage.
No, don't do it. Britt.
Tickle, tickle.
That was cute. This
Wait, do
was
it again. Do it again.
I'm not gonna talk because you're gonna just do it again. So some closing words. Yeah, that's what y'all fucking get for being dumb. For being dumb.
We're not even drunk. That's the worst part.
No, we're very sober. All three of us are very sober right
I haven't been sober a day in my life.
Have you been sober for your whole life?
No.
I was going to say, I didn't think that was true. Someone told me that was true, and I was like, I don't think that's true.
Who told you that? Who's spreading misinformation? Dave Smith? Vivek Ramaswamy?
This guy.
Oh.
We need to roll back the state.
What have you learned having a podcast for a year? Hosting for being on mic not literally every week, but like close to every week for a year.
I learned this isn't a good episode. It's really you and me do best alone.
You're gonna really just talk
him.
about. That's,
I love him
I'm
as a
gonna
producer.
Cut that out,
I love him
Leave
as a
it in.
producer.
Mike. I'm gonna cut
Leave
that
it
out.
in.
Answer the question.
Leave it
Damn.
in.
We're gonna
Leave all this in.
We're gonna post.
Leave all this in.
Jorge, am I wrong?
Leave all this in. You're not wrong. I'm not an on-camera person.
Here's the problem. Okay, peek behind the curtain. The three of us are friends who enjoy hanging out with each other.
Half of that statement's true.
We are friends, but we hate each other. But we are friends. The three of us have a thing. That is.
You have a thing.
Your mom has a thing, bitch.
I know.
We're a group of friends,
I know.
and we try to bring it in here.
But the thing
Is
oh shit, sorry.
you're gonna make it more blind.
Oh, no. No.
I learned to not look at the camera.
I
or
learned
the
that too.
TV.
I learned that too.
I learned it's okay to move on from a subject, but I also learned I don't know I'm melting down, dude. I
It's
learned you gotta
okay.
get. You know what? Here's something that Kirsch from Brooklyn taught me that's very true, and I don't stick to enough: is get a good night's sleep beforehand.
That's a great advice.
And today's an example of that because, hoo boy!
I mean, I will say that the episode where you downed 5 beers on the SDR show and then did our show was kind of one of my
took a nap.
favorites. Yeah, but that's not a good night's sleep,
But it's something.
I guess. Anyway, I would say I learned to have a happy medium between being, not being so self-deprecating, but also not being so self-obsessed either. I learned sometimes don't read the comments. I learned.
When did you learn that?
This week. Took me a year, but I finally learned it.
Really?
I learned cooperating on a creative project every week. That taught me a lot.
Here's something, because this goes into what you were saying just now. I learned how to let go of control,
I kind
which
of
was
had to learn that
very
too.
hard for me because I want to just edit the episode myself.
Yeah.
However, I understand that we have different ideas and we have to compromise.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's not just my show, but also it's good to have someone who. Here's one other thing besides the letting go of control: having a dynamic where we can fall back on each other.
Yeah.
And when one person's down, the other person's up.
Yeah.
And even if we're both down, we kind of come together. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel
I
like
agree
we've
with that
always been
completely.
able to get there.
I agree with that completely.
Except for this week. This is the secret episode.
Stop. This is going out.
Only this part is going out.
I love Jorge.
I love Jorge. We love Jorge. That's the problem. We love him and we want him on air.
Nope.
But like sometimes it's not the best.
It's never the best. I've never improved any show that I've...
That's a huge lie.
That's a lie.
Because
Damn.
having
fuck that.
you as the producer in the booth greatly
Yeah,
improves
remember
the show
every
than
time you're
us
like,
having to
Mike,
do
move
it
on, and I'm
ourselves.
like, good point.
Yeah, you keep us humble, which is hard to do.
What did you learn about Jorge?
What did I learn about Jorge? That he is a good guy.
I don't belong on microphone.
No, that he belongs on that microphone.
Yeah. That was good. What have you learned outside of this show?
In the year, I learned that sometimes the job that's right for you isn't the job you think is right for you.
True.
In broader
that.
sense, what you think is right for you
True that.
is sometimes not right for you.
Damn straight.
favorite moments. Favorite quotes.
Okay.
Favorite quotes of our show.
I gotta be honest, the first episode with the biscuit is still one of my favorites. I love the I'm gonna text you from now on like this between every word. But those are beginner episodes.
Yeah. Wait.
This is hard on. I should have done.
We
this
should have
before.
thought of it. Yeah. Something we learned this year is to prepare, to be prepared.
Yeah. Oof.
Wait. Okay.
I
how
liked-
about easier
I
favorite
liked-
quotes?
Pranking you with the soda.
I liked that one too. Easier favorite clips. Because my favorite clip is the 8 Mile one.
Really?
It's up there, yeah.
That one's a
Or
great one.
we're too deep.
The animal noises.
Oh, I like the animal noises.
The animal noises one is fun. The too deep one, that might be my favorite moment from the entire
We're too
podcast.
deep. Yeah, we're too deep is really good.
Yeah.
I like the introduction of the bomb spray. The first episode with the bomb spray is pretty good. I liked us exchanging gifts.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Candle. Natalie, smell your candle. This is ASMR.
Yeah. I'm going to read
This
your book.
whole episode has just been. It should have just been the episode where, like, you know, when the sitcom is doing this, like the.
Remember the time we did this?
I said that, and then you got mad.
I didn't understand that was the bit.
We're going to make
You know what?
cut
This is gonna
of
be a
best
3-hour
moments.
show.
This is why I'm not a producer.
We're going to make
Because
a
I
cut
would-
of best moments.
I would just call all my hosts dumb cunts for not listening to me. And then,
you can call me a dumb cunt whenever you want.
no.
Because I'm not.
The Zach and Chris episode. Also,
that meant a lot. That I have saved. That I saved before I started saving episodes because that whole thing really meant a lot to me.
yeah. Also, the Jason episode. That was one of my favorites.
I wasn't
Shout out
there.
Jason.
The
Jason's my guy. I'm gonna hit him up.
rule.
Are you gonna hit him up?
I'm gonna hit up Jason.
Yo.
Yo, come through.
Oh, that was so good, dude. The Jason episode is a classic.
Okay, favorite episodes. I think our immediately after Skankfest episode was good.
Trauma.
I mean, yeah, it was trauma. We did a Gas Me Anything
We had an episode with Coop, if you remember.
that we. Okay, real talk. Put your phone down. This is a good trivia question. How many episodes have we recorded that never aired?
45?
No, real answer. How?
It has to be at least 4.
I think 5.
There was the flu game.
The flu game, the one I recorded with Kev.
I was
The
so
one that we
mad at you.
recorded drunk the same day
Yes.
that I was on doped up.
With
That's
Tom.
3. With Tom. Yeah. The Claire one.
Yeah, wasn't there another drunk one that we were just too hammered?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember there being one where
We were
yeah.
just so sloshed.
That's
There's
5
only one.
episodes that didn't air. Plus G Mike's secret podcast.
Yeah, and
Silly Time Fun Hour.
Silly Time Fun Hour, and I still have not put up the wrestling one.
Oh yeah, the rest.
That's
of
in
it.
the vault
Aw,
for one
man.
day.
That's at least 5 episodes,
Big
guys.
Rhino, dude. Big Rhino.
At least 5 episodes, guys, that we did in full.
Can I tell
That
you?
just didn't air.
Can I tell you my favorite episode ever?
Please.
Gay by May.
Gay by May. Really?
Because that's when I really was like, no, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Gay by May was great. That's early. That's our 3rd one. I liked our immediately following Skankfest episode. I liked
We were hammered for the second episode, by the way. No one wants to point that
I
out.
liked Hanging in Dingle. That was the Christmas one. Hanging in Dingle was
Yeah.
the Christmas one.
You're welcome
one
for
with-
that title.
The one with Chris and Zach was great. What else?
Some
Oh,
of my brothers are sisters.
weaponized homophobia. Wait. Weaponized homophobia is the one where you came from drinking 5 beers on the SDR show and were sleep deprived.
Oh, I loved, in fact, the opposite. That was the one where I wore the tie.
Oh, I remember the tie. I liked the emotional crimes against feelings one was the one with the 8 Mile clip.
That one was our best episode, in my opinion.
That was a great one.
I mean, just performance-wise, although I like Gay by May better. Just 'cause
The one where we eat the
found
chip. That was great.
Yeah. What about the post-Jamaica? That's Jamaica! There's a Jamaica episode that never aired.
Oh, that's sick.
The bug episode.
I was being eaten. I was a buffet. We were sitting inside in the house in Jamaica, and there were 3 or 4 mosquitoes just, like, pretend this is my ankle, like, just around the whole time, biting me. It was like torture. It was crazy.
We should put out the flu game.
We should put out, that's what I'm saying. We should put out a cut of unreleased footage.
No, next time you guys take a week off, that should be like your best of.
Yeah, there we go.
That should be the Skankfest week episode.
We've done 41 of these.
We've done 41 of these. Did you think we would make it this long?
You've done
No!
You've done a sum of 41.
Some 41?
3 Ohio 3.
Sorry, closing last favorite episodes. I liked the one that was the introduction to this. I like the introduction of the bomb spray. The first episode with the bomb spray is pretty good.
My favorite episodes was when we were all sugar high off of telling us we were gonna have on the network, and we were like in a candy shop, and we were like all on the podcast.
R.I.P. the
came
rewind.
You have to bleep like 5 of those sentences.
I mean, and I love the Legion of Skanks tour recap too. That's just a hang though. And we're here. This is 42.
He has been on 1 episode, technically.
You were on the Irish Snacks too?
He's been on that one, and then there was another one I don't remember he was on.
It's 10:30.
Nah, alright, we gotta go.
This has been Gas Digital Now, the Gas Digital Wrap-Up Show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for a whole year
Now leave.
of episodes.
Now go.
Do you think we'll make it another year of episodes? Leave a comment. Pretty soon we're going to Skankfest. You try to meet if you're going. If you go, please try to take a picture with us. That it really makes my day when people take pictures with us.
If you can get both of them at the same time,
If you can get the
That's a
three
bingo
of us,
card.
If you can get the 3 of us,
you'll never get the 3 of us.
Jorge will be there, working his ass off. You will see the 3 of us there if you really look, and we're all short, so we're easy to spot.
Mike, that's some trivia. Mike is the tallest out of all of us.
Mike is the tallest out of all of us, and Jorge and I are pretty close, but he's got probably an inch on me. Not today, though, because I got my fucking tall boy shoes. Oops. Tall shoes. I'm wearing my tall shoes. Come say hi to us at Skankfest. Natalie DeChico edits on Instagram. Watch the regs, watch Slick and Thick, watch the Left First Show, watch Doped Up and Dying. Those are all shows that I work for. Mike, what you got to plug?
Subscribe to the Gas Digital Network to get every episode that we mentioned here ad-free and uncensored.
Fix your glasses.
No.
Okay.
Follow the Gas Digital account at Twitter.
At Twitter, on Gas Digital.
At Gas Digital on Twitter and Instagram and Threads. Subscribe on YouTube at the Gas Digital Network if you're not already. We've already just hit 40,000. I know we can get to 50.
Wow.
Follow me at That Blind Mike on Instagram and the YouTubes. And you can follow Jorge on HSR Radio.
High Society Radio, live Thursdays at 8 on Gas Digital Network. Mondays on YouTube at 6 p.m. Also subscribe to the On the Gate Patreon. And
You're their boy now. That was me. I used to be their boy.
And yeah, that's all I got.
Wow. Comment below your favorite moments throughout the year.
Yeah. Do you think we should do it like an unreleased?
Do you think we should keep doing it?
Do you think we should keep having a show, first of all? And do you think that we should release an uncut moments supercut?
Oh.
I would like that. I'm not going to put out anything too spicy.
You better put out the spiciest. Like, the
spiciest?
Oh, no!
Not the spiciest.
No.
This is all staying in to like tease people. But we're all thinking of what
bad.
we're all thinking of what the spiciest
I want to
is.
put out the spiciest 2 episodes.
Which is the second?
Actually, I would have put out all three. I would have put out the Kev one. I want to put out
the Claire one and the two drunk
Tom
and the
one.
Tom one.
And the Tom one.
No.
That's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of our fight.
We did have a fight that was on air.
We had a fight on air.
Do you remember what it was?
Yes.
No, the first fight, not the second fight. The first fight on air we ever had was you asking if it says something about a girl if she has a lot of guy friends, and I was like, yeah. And
That was
you
not a
got
fight.
Very defensive.
That was not a fight. That was a spirited debate.
Yeah, but it was.
That was a spirited debate in the sense that, like, we have many spirited debates. on
Sure,
our
but
show.
we
It was
definitely.
the first time we got a little heated. No, what I'm talking about was a fight. We had a fight.
Yeah.
We straight up had a
sure
fight.
Did.
We had a fight, and then the episode ended, and then we continued to fight.
Hey,
Okay,
why are
yeah.
we still talking? Get out of the booth, you two. Let me cry by myself.
You're gonna cry? You're gonna cry about it? Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here with us for a year. We're gonna keep doing it.
Here's to.
We need a handshake.
Here, I said this before, and you were like, I don't know.
Good night, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye. Good night. Don't forget to.
Onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
What
do you do here?
I am social media here at Gas Digital. I guess fuck it, we're going to plugs first.
No. I just mean, like, who is this guy? What does he do here? Oh, he does all of the Gas Digital
Yes.
exclusive social
So,
media.
The other reason why, I guess I should also kind of put that out there as well. Natalie and I had this idea because we might have the most insight on all the Gas Digital shows besides the owner. Natalie engineers over 50% of the shows on this network.
How many
and
shows do we have?
We have
22?
like 20 something.
I
yeah.
do 9 shows, but that's like
But she does the in-studio shows.
12 episodes a week because some shows repeat.
And you're always around for
Yes.
the antics
True.
that happen. And I am the social media guy here, so it's my job to get some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, and then at the same time, promote our clips across Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. So give that a follow.
Yeah, he has to watch every episode, more or less.
So who better to review the shows than us two morons?
True that. Do you think Jorge should come back?
Nope.
Yeah, this is his show now.
Yeah, we've handed over the keys to Jorge.
Nope.